Good afternoon. This is a great day. Here we are experiencing the last of the winter and the first of spring. We call it slush season, and we're probably going to have an onion snow or two before we're over, but it won't be much and it won't stick in the ground. I was just having some thoughts as I'm out here enjoying the natural beauty of where I live. And something just crystallized for me. I'm about to re-enter the work world after a couple of years of enjoying being retired. And I've realized that I need structure. I accomplish more art and more writing when I have structure. But I have some things I can't do, or let's just say I want to restructure my work on my terms. And I think I can do that at this time of my life. Not full time. A job that has come into view has put me in mind of how I would coach new students at the community colleges, how they should choose their programs and what they want to do. When I was growing up, I grew up militarized and blue collar, and you got the job in the area and you just sucked it up and did the work. You didn't really care, or you weren't supposed to care. And I certainly, as the oldest and third parent, wasn't encouraged to say the words, "I want." Work was work, and what you really wanted to do, you did after work. So, long story short, several chapters cut out, I went to the military. I ended up in the military, and then as I was leaving the military, I went to a career counselor who asked me what I liked to do. And I thought to myself, what does that have to do with getting a job? That was my thinking. And it set me back a few years, in fact, a few decades in finding right work. What I can say now is, obviously we work for our paycheck. The question is why we work. We work for our paycheck. See, there's such a thing as a social contract, living in community. Because we separate part of our trades with money, money's a placeholder for the other half of the trade, we all come together in the community, we contribute what we do, and we receive what we need. Now, the way the social contract works up here in Canada, we work for our wages, we pay our taxes. When we can't work and we need assistance, we still volunteer somewhere. We use what abilities we have and take them where they can be effective and where they can help in the community. That's called our participation, and we have participation agreements for it. Well, there's another reason to work, though. We need two whys. We need the why of money and the social contract, participating in community. And then we need the other why of our actual purpose. And we find that ourselves by doing what we like, what we love, what energizes us, and what we know we're good at. It turns out that I am a teacher before anything else, because everything I've ever learned how to do, I have taught someone else, all the way back to teaching my sister to read before she started school, because I was so impressed with being able to read and she wanted to read, so I showed her how. So I teach someone else whatever I discover. And the job that I'm looking at going into will have me teaching young adult students at career colleges how to go about getting a job and how to choose the right job. And if they don't like it after they work it, coming back into the community college system, they can do that up until age 29, and choosing another line of work and going through the process of learning it and getting the assistance to go to school. Now, that's assistance that they have to pay back. It's like a student loan program, but it's very affordable once you're working. Anyway, Took me all of these years, these decades, this being past retirement before I figured it out for myself. What if I could tell people ahead of time, yes, it's okay to work at what you want. Yes, it's okay to say, I want to do this. That is a legitimate thing to say. Motivation is huge. If you like it, it's going to be easier for you to meet the challenges of learning how. It won't feel as much like drudgery. It won't feel like drudgery at all if you like what you're doing, but it won't feel as much like drudgery when you hit the wall learning something. You will make the effort to get past that hurdle. You will find the resources that can help you. There are a lot of students with some special needs, some learning challenges. It turns out I'm pretty good at interpreting that and finding workarounds for those students. And it looks like I'm going to enjoy working again after being out in retirement. The other things I really love to do are writing and painting and various art forms. I've just recently started making stamps of different characters because I'd like to do a running series of these characters and their commentary on modern life. So if I use the same pose over and over, it makes sense to have a rubber stamp of that person. Anyway, that's my TED Talk. Have a great day.